All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're laying out a complete roadmap to achieving true financial freedom by mastering in-demand, high-income skills and doing it completely remotely. We're skipping all the fluff today and focusing strictly on the practical skills that are actually paying the bills in today's digital economy. So, let me ask you a question. Are you genuinely ready to escape the traditional 9 to 5? Like, are you tired of the grueling morning commute, the office politics, and having a hard cap on your salary? Well, the modern digital economy has completely leveled the playing field. It literally allows anyone with an internet connection to learn high-income skills using resources that are highly accessible, mostly free, or at least incredibly cheap. If you're looking to build a genuinely lucrative career on your own terms, right from your own home, without needing a master's degree and confusing jargon to get started, you're in exactly the right place. Here's a quick look at our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll look at the creatives. Second, the techies. Third, the persuaders. And finally, we'll wrap up with an actionable plan for landing clients. Kicking things off with Section 1, the high-income home advantage. Moving right along into our first major bucket, Section 2, creative and visual skills. Now think about this for a second. These are the visual arts literally fueling the booming creator economy. If you spend any time on the internet at all, you're consuming the output of these skills every single second. Looking at graphic design and video editing, the realistic US income ranges are absolutely fantastic for remote work. Graphic designers are generally seeing a range from $45,000 to $75,000, while video editors often pull in $50,000 to $80,000 or even more. And here's the best part. For both of these, you really only need about 3 to 6 months of focused daily effort to get good enough to start charging clients. You definitely don't need a 4-year degree to learn Adobe Premiere Pro or Photoshop. So let's define exactly what we mean here. Video editing and graphic design are really about the art of combining visuals and sound to capture human attention and tell compelling digital stories. Every single brand out there, from your local corner coffee shop to massive Fortune 500 companies, desperately needs these visual skills to survive online. In today's world, attention is the currency of the internet, and these skills, they're exactly how you capture it. That translates to a huge, continuous demand for your services. 80 grand plus. Yeah, you heard that right. For top-tier visual creatives working from home, once you build up a solid portfolio and establish a few reliable anchor clients, hitting that $80,000 mark and honestly pushing well past it is a very realistic target. Okay, let's pivot a bit to Section 3, tech and data skills. If the creatives are designing the digital world, the techies are the ones building its foundation. And for coding and data or AI skills, the highly lucrative US earning potential is just incredible. Coding comfortably ranges from $70,000 to $120,000, while data and AI skills are pushing $80,000 to $130,000. Now, because these skills are slightly more technical, the realistic time commitment you're going to need to learn them is a bit longer, usually around 6 to 12 months of rigorous study. But the payoff, it's undeniably massive. Let's strip away the tech jargon for a second, right? When we talk about data and AI skills, we simply mean training computers to find patterns and numbers to solve practical, real-world business problems. Picture yourself looking at a giant spreadsheet of customer behavior and teaching a machine to predict what they're going to buy next. It sounds a little like science fiction, sure, but it's a highly learnable skill that businesses are happy to pay top dollar for. And honestly, here is the absolute best part. A traditional 4-year tech degree that costs tens of thousands of dollars and eats up 4 years of your life. On the flip side, the barrier to entry with free online bootcamps and tutorials is virtually zero. You can leverage YouTube, super affordable courses, and open source projects to get the exact same foundational knowledge. Employers in the tech space increasingly care way more about what you can actually build than where you went to school. Moving right along into our next category. Section 4, persuasion and growth skills. Make no mistake, these are the skills directly tied to making money for a business, the revenue generators. Copywriting, sales, and digital marketing boast incredibly fast learning curves. We're talking just 2 to 6 months. And the US income ranges heavily reflect their direct impact on the bottom line. Sales, in particular, can easily soar to $150,000 or more because it's so often commission-based. Copywriting and digital marketing also easily push right into 6-figure territory once you prove you can actually generate a solid return on investment for your clients. Because you're directly driving revenue, your earning potential is virtually limitless. Let's clear up a super common misconception right off the bat. Copywriting has absolutely nothing to do with legal copyright trademarks. Nothing at all. Copywriting is simply the art of writing text that sells. It's writing persuasive, plain text, perfectly designed to make a reader take a specific action, like clicking a link, signing up for a newsletter, or buying a product. If you can write an email that makes people want to pull out their credit cards and buy, you will literally never be out of a job. I really want to drive this point home. Mastering any of the 7 skills we've discussed does not require you to take out a massive student loan. Please don't do that. You can start today using completely free or incredibly cheap paths. YouTube tutorials are an absolute goldmine. HubSpot Academy offers fantastic free certifications for marketing. Free Code Camp is brilliant for aspiring developers. And there are thousands of affordable, highly structured online courses out there. The knowledge is out there, just waiting for you to grab it. All right, Section 5, landing your first client. Because learning the skill is really just half the battle, right? Now we have to shift from being a passive learner to actively pitching and actually getting paid. Here are the exact jargon-free steps to land that crucial first client and secure your very first paycheck. Step 1, build a mock portfolio. If you're a copywriter, rewrite a famous brand's landing page. If you're a video editor, grab some free stock footage and edit a cinematic trailer. Step 2, pitch free value upfront. Reach out to a business, show them a small piece of work you did specifically for them for free, and say, hey, I can do more of this for you. Step 3, leverage that trust you just built to close your first paying client. It really all boils down to this classic rule: show, don't just tell. Proving you can actually execute the skill with a strong visual portfolio is infinitely more important to modern clients than a traditional, stuffy resume. Nobody cares what your college GPA was if you can write an email that generates $10,000 in sales. Show them the results, and I promise you, the clients will follow. Which brings us to our final part today, Section 6, start building your future. Look, at the end of the day, having all this incredible information means absolutely nothing if you don't take action. Execution is everything. I'll swiftly note that this explainer is, of course, for educational purposes only. Income ranges will obviously vary based on your effort and current market conditions. But if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming deep dives into building these specific skills. So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought to really chew on. Which of these 7 skills will you start mastering this week? You do not need to learn all 7. In fact, you definitely shouldn't. You just need to pick one: graphic design, video editing, coding, AI, sales, digital marketing, or copywriting. Pick just one today, dedicate the next few months to it, and take complete control of your financial future. Thanks so much for joining me today for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.